This is a Thunder Game Report.
Hi, I'm Randy Renner at the Integris Health Thunder Development Center. Thunder just finishing up practice today. They'll not have a shoot-around tomorrow because, of course, the game against the Clippers tips off at noon. The big news, of course, Kendrick Perkins will not play tomorrow and may not for a while going forward. Scott Brooks said that he still has that strained groin and will undergo further evaluation next week. He wouldn't go anywhere beyond that. Steven Adams likely will get the start tomorrow, although that will be a decision that Coach Brooks will for sure make just before the game tomorrow. We had a chance to talk to him, and we had a chance to talk to the man who may be in the middle tomorrow, Steven Adams.
Perk on the court, how much was he able to do today?
Zero. Perk will be out. He'll be out tomorrow.
Okay. I thought you were going to say something else.
No, I mean, he's out tomorrow. The MRI confirmed that he has a strain, and he will get further evaluated with later on during the week.
You guys played without him in Los Angeles. Was that a good experience for Steven in case he has a larger role?
Well, Steven's going to get opportunities, and he's developed at a pace that we're very happy with. He's going to get more opportunities now. There's going to be games where we can go with smaller lineups, games we can go with different guys in that 5 spot. But I think he's done well in the minutes that he has had, and it's going to be another opportunity for growth in his development.
Do you anticipate Steven starting there tomorrow, or will you make that decision later?
I mean, that's likely, but it's not etched in stone right now. But it's definitely, we have some options there. He's a good choice. I mean, as of right now, likely, but it's not 100% sure.
You talk to him different. How challenging is DeAndre Jordan for you guys to deal with, given the minutes he's getting and the productivity he's having on the glass and shooting and scoring the ball around the rim?
Well, I mean, he's having a great year. His scoring's up, his rebounding, he's, 14 a game, and he blocks shots. He's a very active defender, and he's scoring around the bucket. He's an outstanding athlete. He gets way above the rim on his catches and dunks. It's somebody that we have to make sure we keep him away from his comfort area, which is around the basket. And defensively, we have to know where he is because he's an active-bodied, a very long defender that can block and alter shots. They got a talented team. They're as deep as any team in basketball. I mean, they really have like 10 starters. A lot of their players have been starters their entire career, and we understand how good they are.
Do you talk to Steven? We know about his foul problems he's had, but as a backup, maybe not as big a deal. Now, if he starts, do you talk to him about that, or just let him play?
I mean, obviously, we discourage any of our guys from fouling because fouling is a mistake in most situations. But we want to make sure he's aggressive and sticks with our game plan defensively and offensively. I think he's done a good job of developing in those areas, and it's just continue the growth. I mean, he is a player that's going to continue to progress as this season goes along and many seasons ahead of him.
You said you got the potential to go small. Would you start a small lineup at times maybe?
It just depends. I mean, tomorrow night, no, just because they got 2 pretty active bigs in their starting 4 and 5. Blake is playing MVP-like basketball. When Chris was out, and I still obviously can do the same thing when Chris is back. Because Chris, obviously, Paul is an all-star that is as good as any point guard in this league.
What's the key to defending Griffin as a team, particularly taking away that jumper?
Well, you know what? One of the things you got to give him a lot of credit. He's worked on his outside shot, and he's knocking them down at a higher level than he has in the past. That's what you want all your players to do, improve every year, and he has. Like I said, he's playing MVP like basketball. We got to just take away his easy buckets, and it's a lot easier said than done. He's as athletic from rim to rim as any big in this league, and he has one of the rare abilities as a true 4 that can rebound the ball and bring it up and run the break and have success running it not only for himself going coast to coast, but finding open shooters.
Steven, you guys have about 2 weeks straight here at home. What do you hope to get accomplished during this homestand as a team?
I don't know, it's just mainly same stuff, man, just getting better and all that, but if you want to be specific, it's mainly our defense. Still working on our defense, getting better, and our last game, it's, we learned a lot from it. Just brush off the kind of we were rusty or whatever, but now it's like we're coming back now and we should be, we're moving forward from there. Yeah.
Steven, you may get the start tomorrow against the Clippers with Perk out, just like you did out there. What did you learn that first time going up against the Clips that you can use tomorrow?
What I learned the first time? That they like transition. They got people who could jump high. Yeah, that's what I learned first time.
Is DeAndre physically strong, or is it more his athleticism? Steven, given your experience against him?
He's strong because he's stays low. He's got a really solid low base, and he's constantly like that. And then he flies as well, so he'll hit you and then quickly move around and hit you again. He's really annoying. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
As your season has progressed, how has your game developed? I mean, if you use that game in mid-November as a benchmark to now these last 3 months, how different is your game?
For me, it's gone up quite a bit, especially on the defensive end. That's all we've been working on, and I'm getting a lot more comfortable in noticing stuff before it happens. Whereas at the start of the season, they'll be doing it right in front of me, and I'll be like, what is that? You know what I mean? But now I could be like, okay, yeah, starting thing. I mean, I still got a long way to go, but in terms of progress, I'm doing pretty well. Yeah.
If you get in that starting lineup, does it change how you approach the game? I mean, from an aggressive nature, and because you've had some issues with foul troubles when you came off the bench. Do you just still play, or are you more conscious of that?
I mean, yeah, I'll probably need to be more conscious of that, but my approach to the game will still be the same. Come on and play as hard as I can, be energy guys, sprint up and down the floor, get rebounds, defend. But in terms of fouls, if they call it, they'll call it kind of thing, but I can't really let that hold me back. I mean, if I get a quick 2 and 30 seconds, I might have to ease down on what I'm doing, but yeah, coach will tell me whether to let off or not.
Steven, what makes the pick and roll so difficult for young players to guard?
Why is the pick and roll?
Yeah, what makes it so difficult for young players to guard?
Well, for big, it's how, especially the way OKC likes to do it, is we like to be up on the screen and the big has to move his feet. So you got really quick guards, so that's really difficult as a big man to try and be as quick as them, get in front of them, and not get a foul. But yeah, that was the hardest thing for me when I first came in. I kept fouling them, holding them, grabbing them. Still do it now, but yeah.
What are the benefits for you as a big to be up on the pick and roll like that?
What are the benefits?
Yeah.
Oh, well, it just kind of pushes the guard back, so he's got no attacking options. So so we'll push him up, so then he could try and make him retreat, and then kind of get out of their offense. So that's the main goal. It's pretty hard to make people do that, especially guys like Chris Paul. It's going to be tough.
Steven, with your athleticism, though, I mean, it seems like you would be kind of tailor-made to keep up with those guys. Is it just that they're so crafty that you don't know what they're going to do next? Is that what makes it tougher?
Yeah. So, so tomorrow will be because we got Chris Paul, and he's annoying as well because he always attacks you and then pushes back, and then it makes you think whether to really commit to it or not. So that's going to be a hard one because you have to stay there. If not, you got your big guy rolling. So that's the decision. You're stuck with a dilemma. So he's got that on lockdown. So yeah, it's going to be good.
Steven Adams, who may get the start at center tomorrow for the Thunder. In fact, likely will get the start at center tomorrow up against Blake Griffin and DeAndre Jordan and the rest of the Los Angeles Clippers. Scott Brooks in there as well. Of course, the Clippers may have a little bit of an injury issue. Also, Chris Paul had a thumb injury in their loss to Memphis last night. Not clear just how bad that situation is as we go forward. But, of course, if Chris Paul can't play tomorrow, that will have an obvious impact on the Clips, who have lost 3 straight games now on the road after losing last night in Memphis. We, of course, will be at the game tomorrow, so keep clicking back for updates right here at InsideThunder.com.